Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Vox. Tracy here, and I guess I haven't said it for a while. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you can hear a bang and a knock, a constant knocking soon, I haven't locked Gary out. He's repairing the roof, and there's in that there's a fair bit of banging. He's done quite some already, so I'm not sure if he's done. But just to warn you, it might start up again. He started on that yesterday, but he's just doing a few finishing things today. I'm having a bit of trouble getting comfortable today. I don't know why. Yesterday and the day before, I had kind of things planned to pop up. Today, I'm just winging it. I haven't got anything planned. I've got an open with me, but I try and do those on a Monday. There he goes. I'm not actually sure. I do have a Temu order. You might just be able to see it in there, kind of just the corner of it. To do it on RockSteady. I'll do that after this if you want to watch that. I don't know why I'm so croaky this morning. So the joke book for we're on the body aches bit, so body aches and body problems, and this one is: I am not aging like a fine wine, I'm aging like a fine banana. Going brown and gooey, soggy. I like brown bananas, not when they're really ridiculously brown, of course, but I like them when they're going soft. Gary likes his bananas green, you know, not bright green, but you know, when they're just green and before they go yellow, which I don't like. You know, they're too solid. And so usually if we're eating bananas, which we're not at the moment obviously with the keto, I never get any because he eats them before they're ripe enough for me. It's like all fruit. He eats it before it's ripe enough for me. He likes everything hard. He likes hard pears, hard peaches, hard nectarines. So therefore, he eats the lion's share of it because it's usually raw or not ripe, should I say, for me. And then I get one plum or one nectarine to his 10. No, not 10, but you know what I mean. Excuse me, I am struggling. Well, today being Tuesday, I can't remember what I said Tuesday would be. Or maybe it's a yarny day, perhaps. We'll have to look for some yarn. I've done my swatches already, so I can't show you those, but I don't know, we'll get something together for today. Though to what it is, not sure. Maybe there'll be enough stuff in my Temu order to get all my crafty bits together to show you all my crafty stuff from Temu. I don't know. I don't think this is the whole order that I placed, because I know for a fact that they made me duplicate some stuff because it disappeared. It disappeared off of my inventory. I don't like the way they work in terms of, you know, showing you what your order is and what's coming and what's still to come. It's rubbish, and I won't download the app. Not with it being a Chinese company, I'm not going to be downloading the app. Not that I have any official secrets from to steal, but you know, I just don't trust them. I don't trust them. I mean, you know, we did have a mole in Parliament, in the House of Commons, at least one spying for China. So if they're going to do that, you know, they might want to know what I'm going to buy for my shopping. Just saying. No, I guess, you know, the secrets I know are so minuscule, you know, that they wouldn't want them, you know. Anyway, enough of China and Chinese apps. I've probably got enough anyway. You know, you just download an app, you don't know where it's from. Well, I don't always look. I will now have to say, a little bit more discerning perhaps. Not that I have that many apps. I think I only really have one game that I play, and I've got terrible itchy hands, and it's not like Gary's hand, foot and mouth was on the backs of his hands and on the top of his foot and up his ankles. Well, this is all sole of foot and palm. And when I look at the causes, quite often it says diabetes, and I had a test for that and came back clear, so I know it's not that, but there's some either really awful stuff or allergy. So, you know, I'm going to go with the allergy because it's probably what it is. And I have to say, remember some time ago I said that I had hard skin on my feet, which I don't ever get, but it wasn't hard, it was tough, and I'd got cracks. And as soon as I stopped eating dairy, all of that went away, and now I'm eating dairy again with those tablets. It's come back. It seems strange to me that I think this is what's causing it, but so far those tablets have been doing quite well. There was one day where they didn't, and that was because I had strawberries and cream, and I didn't have my cream, I had real real cream. I had cream with lactose in it, so I wanted to see how well that tablet did against actual full-on dairy rather than the lactose free. Not that well, I don't think. So never mind. It is, you know, a pain, I guess, but I just gotta kind of, maybe I will still get the lactose free, but I'm not sure if that's even that is good for me. But this diet is bland without it, I have to say. I know Gary gets a little bit fed up with this diet every now and then. Like, he's been looking in recipes and he comes up with all these saucy things, like a mushroom curry sort of thing, bhaji, and stuff. And I just said, look, neither of us lost weight this week, we've got to pare it back down again. And he's like, it's boring, this diet. I said, it's not boring. Yesterday we had a really lovely dinner. So I guess it's not up his street, but he's sticking with it. But, you know, to me, it's simple. I like it. Very simple. So let's get some hand cream on. That might help, because I have got some dry patches. It's very annoying. But, you know, I think what started all that off again was when Gary had his hand, foot and mouth, and I sanitised everything so much. And I mean, I was out there every time you touch something with sanitising wipes, getting rid of every trace of germ. But I didn't catch it, so I either did a really good job or I wasn't going to anyway. But at first, obviously, just thought it was a horrible cough, so there was no way I wanted to catch that. Thank heaven I didn't, to be honest with you. Well, don't really have much to tell you today. No, I haven't done any more of that hat that I was making with the swatches, and I really want to continue and make that, but I probably need to bring my head in. You know, my severed head collection that I have in the yarn van. I need to bring the young head in and see if it fits. Or if it fits the older head. I'm finding it hard to judge because it is such thick yarn, you know. Well, it's not really chunky, but it's quite a chunky, if you like. And I'm finding it hard to kind of judge it to see if it's going to, I'm just really rubbing this in, if it's going to fit or not, because it is, although it looks big, it's not, because it's chunky. I love that yarn though. As soon as I started working with it, this is that Woolcraft pebble that I bought recently for my shop, and I did the swatches video. If you haven't seen it already, I'll put a link at the end. But I love the way it works. It really is beautiful to work with. Possibly going to usher in a new love of chunky yarn for me, because I've never been one to make chunky stuff. I know that you know, when I've listened to other people, like Crystal from Bag a Day, say that she really loves working bulky 5 yarn, which is chunky. I've kind of never had that. But I think in other countries, you know, you have, like, especially in the US, where they have predominantly Aran as their main yarn, like a 4-weight, and then 5 is just one step up. So it's like for us, where DK is everywhere, Aran is one step up, and chunky is another matter altogether. And I know that, you know, people make things out of chunky, but I always find to crochet with some chunky yarn isn't the best. Thicker yarn and big stitches don't always lend themselves to me, but that one, really liked it. And I've been using the Clover and Moors. Every time I've made anything or done swatches or whatever I've done, I've used the Clover and Moors to try and get a good handle on them before I let you know what I think. I'm wondering whether I'm ready enough to do that, you know, could do that. Because I have used them quite a bit now. Yeah, maybe an idea. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this video, and it's not mega long, but I don't really have much to tell you apart. I haven't been doing anything. I've been really busy, really busy, but busy at home sort of thing. A training course, that's what I could tell you about. That went really well. It was, I'm trying to think of the word. Marketing and networking. That was what it was about. And it's just really weird. I've done a few of these now. And every time I do them, it just makes me realise that I do all these things naturally, weirdly. And all of the suggestions that they come up with, I've done because I have a YouTube channel or because I've done them anyway. And but it is good to know that you kind of have the right head on your shoulders and you're doing those things, and then they give you an example of something and you think, oh yeah, it's like LinkedIn, for instance. I used to use LinkedIn. I used to use it a lot. But that was when I was kind of younger, and I didn't even really have a reason to have a LinkedIn channel, account. But then I kind of give it up, and it's not one of those things that you see around all the time. But I thought, you know what? They were talking about LinkedIn, and I thought, yeah, I should really make a Hobby Rocks LinkedIn, so I have. And I've had various LinkedIns for a long while. Like I had one for Crochet Rocks, but I never really used it to its potential. It's changed as well. It's like Facebook for grown-ups and business, I guess you could say. But I'm still finding my way around all the changes, because last time I used it was very simple. Now there's an awful lot more in it. So, yeah, I've implemented a few other things, which that's what I want it for. It's to give me some extra ideas and things that I might have forgotten about or not thought of. Or plus the networking's good. Seeing sort of each other, like bouncing off ideas and stuff. So yeah, I'm enjoying them. I'm enjoying these. They are done by Zoom, and there's a real band of us that, and I'm getting into that now. So far, I've only really Zoomed Chris, and it was just one-on-one. But you know, it's quite cool. I'm enjoying the Zoom, I have to say. I know in the US, ages ago, lots of people were meeting up for Zoom calls and Zoom chats, which is great. I can see that how that would be good. I think at the time though, I never joined any of them because I think with Zoom you couldn't do it in another country, sort of thing. It had to be in your country at the time. Zoom was new then, I think. Yeah. Good fun though. I enjoyed it. And I know during lockdown, my sister and her kids, they all met up for Zooms. So that was a way of them all keeping in touch, which was pretty cool. Yeah. Let's hope we don't get that back. They're talking about the new variant and flu jabs and COVID jabs, and this new variant being something that we've got to keep our wits about us about. And the fact that most of us have had some form of jabs by now means we've got good immunity and against serious illness. But for those more vulnerable, that's the thing. And I never know having had cancer and the lymph nodes removed. I never know if that means and asthma, whether that means I am the vulnerable or if I'm just worrying that I might be vulnerable and I'm not the vulnerable. So I don't know. We'll see if they want to give it to me or not. I don't know. So yeah, that's about it really. My life has not been that interesting. I'm keeping one ear open for the postman. I've got a collection today. That's another thing. They put their prices up, which is a bit annoying. And usually when I get on there, I can choose bring a label with you, so that the labels come. Now I've noticed that the prices have gone up and the label thing has disappeared. So I've had to print out my own labels and stick them with sellotape, which is not as nice and not as professional looking, but they're there anyway. Luckily I had ink, and so there's that. And also I had a message the other day saying pay nothing for your collections until January 2024 or something like that. And I'm thinking, you're going to start charging to pick them up? Because if they do that, then I'll start taking them back to the post office, because there won't be any reason to. You know, the only reason to do it online was the fact that you got kind of things a little bit more, I won't say cheaper, but it enabled me to do postage a little cheaper and not have to take massive parcels to the post office. But you know, if that that happens, maybe I'll have to shop around for another service. I don't know, but it seemed weird that I thought I've never paid for them to come and collect them, but it seems like the little reasons that were good to have them come and collect are going, which is a bit unfortunate. Anyway, getting off, upload this, go see what Gary's up to. He wants me to make him a pot of coffee, so I'm going to go do that. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.